Hey guys, so today I have for you my review of the new Too Faced Diamond Light Multi-Use Diamond Fire Highlighter. And I have some thoughts. I'm feeling a little feisty, so I just wanted to warn you in case you weren't in the mood for less than a glowing review. But anyway, let's just get into it. So I was really excited about this product. My birthstone is a diamond. I was born in April. So I was very excited about that. It's very cute. And it's made to look like a jewelry box. So this is the outer packaging. It didn't have any tape or anything on it, so I guess it's just kind of like that. And then it says it's your time to shine on the inside, and then you have the actual product, which is supposed to look like a jewelry box. So when you get it, it has kind of a almost padded feel to it, and it has this little doodad here, which I guess is supposed to look like a Cartier box or something like that. As far as I can tell, it doesn't serve any purpose. It's purely decorative. I think there is a magnet in there, and it has the logo and then kind of the weight and everything on the back. It's made in Italy, and you open it up and it has kind of a satiny finish, has this squared off corner, and then you have the actual product itself. So the first thing that annoys me about this product is what to actually call it. So this has Diamond Light in big letters, and then it has Multi-Use Diamond Fire Highlighter underneath it. The Too Faced website, I don't know if you'll be able to see, it says Diamond Highlighter, and then it has Multi-Use Diamond Fire Highlighter in smaller text underneath it. So Ulta calls it the Diamond Light Multi-Use Diamond Fire Highlighter, and Sephora calls it the Diamond Light Multi-Use Highlighter in Diamond Fire. It's like the shade that's selected. So I'm just going to call it the Diamond Highlighter because it just makes sense to me that way. So as I was saying, I was very excited about this product, mostly because of the cute factor, and Too Faced is a brand where you have to be careful because they come out with really cute and innovative packaging, but I don't think their products and the product quality always lives up to that. So I think they have released some really great products where the packaging is cute, but the product quality also lives up to it, like the chocolate bar palettes, and I think some of the Peach Collection products have gotten really great reviews as well, but they've certainly released a lot of products where it's more form over function, I guess. So the purpose of this review is to share my thoughts and help you decide whether the actual product inside is worth the cute packaging. So I ordered mine from Ulta the day it released, and I was really excited when I first found out about this product, I think over like the Thanksgiving weekend, and I was kind of keeping my eye out for when it would launch. So the actual price of this product is $34, which is kind of up there, but considering the amount of product you get 12 grams of product, it's not that terrible. For example, the Becca highlighters retail for $38 for between 7 and 8 grams, depending on what shade you get, and the Laura Geller highlighters, which I'll talk about later, you only get 4.5 grams of product for $26. So it's a little up there, but considering the amount of product, it's not that bad. I was also able to use a 20% off coupon, so that helped take the price down a little bit. And before I get more into my thoughts on it, I thought I would mention that it does currently have a 4.5 star rating on the Too Faced website, but that is only with 7 reviews, and most of them are asking when the product will be released. So it's like 5 stars, when is it coming out, sort of thing. There are currently 0 reviews on the Ulta and Sephora websites. So the first indication I had that something might be amiss with this product was the way it arrived from Ulta. So I will show you the photos I posted to my Instagram showing you how the surface of the product was kind of flaking up. You might be able to kind of see it, but I have actually used it since then, so that kind of knocked away some of the flakiness. But even when I was dipping my brush into it, and I was using the Anastasia A23 brush, it kind of exacerbated the flakiness and kicked up more flakiness. And I don't have a problem with product kick up necessarily, but if it's kicking up in an uneven or flaky way, then that makes it really hard to apply to the skin. So I will include some video footage of me applying this product with this brush, and as you may be able to tell, it left like flakes on my skin and I really had to kind of buff them in, and I ended up having to kind of take the highlighter down on my cheek more than I really intended to, just to kind of buff that out. So based on my initial application, I was really surprised because I just saw Tiffany D film a video where she spoke really highly of this product, and I think it might have been one of her top products of 2017. So I was actually really surprised by how it applied on the skin. So after that initial experience of opening the product and seeing that flakiness and then having that flakiness also on my skin when I was trying to apply it, I went to the Too Faced website to find out more about the product. Like I said, I ordered it from Ulta, so I didn't really scrutinize the descriptions, but I definitely, I guess, glanced at it when I purchased it from Ulta. So this is the Too Faced website, and again, it's the Diamond Highlighter is what we're calling it. So it says, this one-of-a-kind highlighter is infused with real crushed diamond powder and light reflecting pearls to create a rainbow diamond fire glow like you've never seen. I'm going to stop after that first sentence and just address the one-of-a-kind highlighter issue. I don't know exactly why they consider this to be one of a kind. I mean, any product that a brand puts out is going to be one of a kind because no brand can put out that same product as that other brand, if that makes sense. So it says infused with real crushed diamond powder. So I looked at the Sephora website briefly and I found Too Faced is not the first product to have crushed diamond powder contained in it. Guerlain's pressed meteorites contain diamond powder, which they call Stardust technology, and I believe there's a Laura Mercier product also that contains diamond powder. And light reflecting pearls, almost any highlighter you get is going to have pearl pigment in it. Then it says, light up your complexion for a pure radiance that works on any skin tone. So as you may be able to tell, I am very fair. My Sephora color IQ number is 1R03, which means mostly neutral, a little bit more cool toned, and on a scale from 1 to 15 or so, I'm number 3. And I obviously have some freckles, that sort of thing. And often when I purchase a foundation, I am the second or third lightest shade, if not the lightest shade, depending on how many options they have. A lot of times, this is going off on a tangent, but a lot of times the very lightest shade will be more yellow toned, and because I'm not yellow toned, it doesn't work for me. But anyway, I think that would make me like an NW15, NW10, somewhere in there for MAC, just for reference. So, I'm not the makeup police. If you are a beautiful dark-skinned gal and you want to rock this very iridescent white highlighter, by all means, you do you. Do I think that this highlighter, in my humble opinion, is best suited for those skin tones? No. There are highlighters that I would love to wear that I can't, or I choose not to because I don't think they will be flattering on my skin tone. For example, the Becca Rose Gold shade will not look good on me as a highlighter. I can maybe get away with it as an eyeshadow or a blush topper, but to put it on my cheekbones, it's not going to bring the high point of my face forward. The idea between highlighting and contouring is you lighten the areas that you want to bring forward and you darken the areas you want to recede. On my skin tone, that shade is not going to do that to my cheekbones. By the same token, if you are dark-skinned, you can wear those beautiful golds and coppers and create that lit from within look to your skin. So I don't want to get too into the kind of diversity of makeup products that are available. I think obviously there should be makeup products for everyone. I just don't think that every product will suit everyone. Just like I couldn't wear a foundation that was 10 shades too dark. On the other hand, a woman who's 10 shades darker than I am would probably wear different highlighters, if that makes sense. I'm not, again, wear what you like. I'm not trying to offend anyone here. I'm just taking issue with Too Faced's marketing of the product. And if you want to come to your own conclusion and decide whether a product like this will work on your skin tone, Sephora has models of different skin tones, and I believe Too Faced also filmed a video using a medium skinned model wearing the product. So you can kind of look at a model who is closer to your skin tone than I am and decide whether you like the look of this particular product on your skin. Personally, again, this is my opinion, I think a very opalescent white highlighter like this looks best on very fair skin. I think golds and coppers and that sort of thing look great on deep skin. They don't look that great on me. So I also took issue with the multi-use aspect because essentially any product, any powder product you have can be used in multiple ways. I mentioned the Becca Rose Gold highlighter, which would not work for me as a highlighter, but I could probably use it as an eyeshadow or maybe a blush topper. It's not redesigning the wheel to say that a powder product like this, like a highlighter, can be used in multiple ways. So I'll finish reading the description on the Too Faced website. It says, swirl the pink, blue, and gold shades to create your custom highlighter that can be used anywhere. Personally, I don't see a ton of variation. I mean, you can kind of see shifts, but it's not like an Hourglass product where it really has those clearly defined different swirls in it. So I don't know how much of a difference that really makes. And then it says, the liquid to powder formula is hand poured, ensuring that no two highlighters will ever look the same, just like a real diamond. So I'm not a, I guess, earth scientist, geologist, gemologist. I don't know about the kind of chemical, physical makeup of diamonds, so I don't know how they differ, if they do. But again, just looking at this product in the pan, I don't know how much of a difference between products you're actually going to get. And from a marketing standpoint, to me, I would rather know that if I'm watching a review or if I'm seeing swatches, the shade I see online or, you know, the tester that I see in the store is going to be the product I get. Having that uncertainty isn't necessarily a good thing in my mind. And then on the detail section, it says prismatic highlighter infused with real crushed diamond powder and light reflecting pearls for extra luxe sparkle. Artisan made and hand poured. Artisan made, what does that mean? I mean, it's made in Italy, so Italy is known for having very good cosmetics labs and factories. But as far as an artisan, I don't know. I don't know about that. Highlighter mimics the diamond fire glow of a real diamond in its purest form. Okay. Buildable payoff for a customized highlight. Multi-use for eyes, face, and body. And another thing that really just got my goat, if you know what I mean, it says, our inspiration. Inspired by the diamond ring that Jeremy gave Jared on their 20th anniversary. This revolutionary diamond fire highlighter infuses crushed diamond powder and metallic pearls for a rainbow-like finish. No two highlighters are alike, just like real diamonds, so kind of a repetitive statement there. So my thoughts on, I guess, the identification of a brand with its founder or chief creative officer, whatever their title is a bit complicated. I don't think anyone is perfect, and I think people are certainly entitled to make mistakes, but when the founder or creative officer is so closely aligned with the brand itself, then that person's personality and character kind of bleeds more into the brand itself and the products. So I know, for example, Lorac, I think the founder's name is Carol Shaw. Don't know anything else about her, other than I guess she was a makeup artist and founded this brand. Becca, I assume there was a Becca in there somewhere along the way. I don't know anything else about a personality identified with the brand. On the other hand, you have eponymous, which basically means the name of the brand is derived from a person. eponymous brands like Jeffree Star, who is very controversial, and a public figure whose social media presence is very pronounced, and the Lime Crime founder, whose name I don't know, but also kind of one of those indie Instagram brands where their actions have negatively impacted that brand's reputation. The Z Palette creator also had some negative press relating from her reaction to some comments on Instagram. And of course we have Too Faced. So I've never boycotted the brand. I think recently my reticence in purchasing Too Faced products has been more from a quality versus packaging standpoint, like recognizing that it may be a very cute product, but it may not perform the way I want it to. And sometimes I buy a product knowing that I'm just buying it for the packaging and I don't care as much about the product. This was a product where I thought the highlighter could also be really beautiful on my skin tone. So getting back to Jared, who is one of the co-founders of Too Faced and was an owner of it until they sold to the Estee Lauder company, I believe, within the last year or two. So I'm sure they made bank. They really profited on their hard work and ideas and creativity and all of that. So I'm not saying that they shouldn't be able to enjoy their hard work and buy expensive things or build a new house or use a private jet to fly to Paris or anything like that. I'm just saying that a brand that, and this happens across industries. Like you think of Walmart or Hobby Lobby, and the families that founded those businesses have done really well and are extremely wealthy now, even though their stores are kind of marketed towards a lower income consumer. So I would say Too Faced falls into that category, not like Walmart prices, but in terms of the grand scheme of, I guess, makeup brands. It's not luxury, it's certainly not drugstore, but it's affordable high-end, if I can use that phrase. So like I said, $34. If you worked, say, minimum wage, I guess it would be half a day's pay, maybe, to put it into perspective. Maybe more, maybe a full day's pay when you take out taxes. But to say that this product was inspired by the diamond ring that Jeremy gave to Jared for their 20th anniversary, there just seems to be such a huge gap to me between that kind of, I guess, ostentation and your average beauty enthusiast who wants to plunk down their hard-earned cash to purchase this highlighter. If you haven't seen a picture of this diamond ring, I will include a photo of it. I don't know how many carats it is, but it is quite large. It is very large. And I don't know how much it cost, but reading that statement just kind of made me gag a little bit, to be honest. Not physically gag, but mentally. So you may have different thoughts on it. That was just kind of my reaction to it, and I think there's a way. I mean, look at Bill and Melinda Gates and their foundation. Or there's so many wealthy people out there who, and granted, they don't have like Instagram accounts or they're not trying to market products, but I just don't think it portrays the best public image. And again, personally, I don't have anything against Jared. I know Tati has filmed a video recently where she kind of addressed why she doesn't feature any Too Faced products in her videos, and it's because she attended a party where I guess she ran into Jared or had some sort of interaction, and he was less than kind to her. So you just kind of hear these little things that kind of color your perception of a person. And again, I don't know him. He could be the most wonderful person in the world, but it's those little things that color your perception of a person that are then tied to a brand, if that makes sense, because he so closely aligns himself with the brand. And you saw the Clover palette that came out, and I think those proceeds were maybe donated to an animal charity. I don't know. I just thought I would mention it, that saying things like that have an impact. So returning to the Too Faced website, the How It Works tab says use a dense brush or your retractable kabuki brush turned halfway up to access highlighter on your first use. And then it says, swirl and sweep on top of cheekbones with Mr. Right brush. Spray Hangover 3-in-1 all over face, let dry. Apply Diamond Light on top for instant bling. So to me that suggests that Too Faced is aware that there is a problem with how this product is manufactured, and that either because of the, I guess, liquid to powder process that it's created in, or the actual product itself, it creates that flakiness, and you almost have to remove a top layer to actually get to kind of the good product underneath that you can actually use and apply to your cheeks without it being super flaky like I experienced. And again, getting back to the initial theme I introduced of packaging versus quality, I shouldn't have to do that with a $34 highlighter. I don't mind as much if it's like e.l.f. or a similar product where people say that, like you have to scrape off the top layer. If it's $3, okay, I'm willing to cut it some breaks. If it's like one of those hidden gems or diamond in the rough, if you will, and you have to work a little bit harder to get the type of application that you want, I shouldn't have to do that for a $34 product, especially where the only place I found that information or a suggestion of that information was on the Too Faced website. So the back of the box doesn't say anything about removing a top layer of product. The Ulta website didn't say anything about it, and neither did the Sephora website. And to add insult to injury, most of the reason people will purchase this is because of the packaging and this kind of faceted geometric design to it. So saying that you have to kind of buff all that away, it just doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, granted, you're getting 12 grams of product, so having to buff away half of it will still leave you with a decent sized highlighter, but again, I don't want to have to work that hard for a highlighter. So by way of comparison, this is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Diamond Dust. I did a kind of quick search of the Ulta and Sephora websites, just using the phrase diamond and then limiting it to makeup products. And this is obviously one of the key comparisons that someone might draw. This is 4.5 grams, so almost a third the size of the Too Faced highlighter, and it retails for $26. And I don't know if I've even swatched this, to be honest. I got it not too long ago. So I just rubbed my finger in it, and that is what that looks like. The Too Faced I will do on my middle finger, and I've been trying to do it in that kind of damaged area. So you can see right off the bat that the Laura Geller is much more pink toned, the Too Faced is more yellow. And then I'll also show you the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit in Blue Ice, which was described as a diamond shade with, I think, blue tones to it. So that is Anastasia, that is Too Faced, and that is Laura Geller. And let's see where the best swatch location is. So Anastasia, Too Faced, and Laura Geller. So I think those are all quite different in tone. There may be a better highlighter for the Too Faced product, but I was just looking for products or shades that had diamond in the title. I'm gonna quickly swatch. So that one is Lucky Clover from the Anastasia Moonchild kit. So I just mixed, this is the Too Faced and that is the Anastasia Blue Ice and Lucky Clover mixed. And just through my kind of quick swatching, that seems to be kind of the closest dupe I've been able to come up with, so just thought I would put it out there in case anyone already owns the Moonchild kit. You might not have to rush out and buy a new highlighter. Alright, so my final thoughts. Should you buy this product? If after everything I've said you still want it, then yes, you should buy it. Ideally, you should use a 20% off coupon or something similar to purchase it. If you think it's going to be a super unique highlighter, no, you shouldn't buy it. If you want something really easy that you don't have to work with that much, no, you shouldn't buy it. If you don't like Too Faced as a brand, no, you shouldn't buy it. So I don't plan on returning this product, partly just to serve as a reminder that packaging isn't everything, even if it is really cute. Will I purchase Too Faced products in the future? Probably. I wasn't really keen on purchasing them before I bought this product, and I ended up doing it anyway. So eventually there will probably come a product that has similar, I guess, emotional appeal to me, and I feel like I have to buy it. But I just wanted to issue a word of warning that don't get caught up in the hype of a new product with shiny packaging. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave any questions you have down below, and I will talk to you soon.